In this video, what I will show you are a few techniques to create black and white photos. Now, you might think, well, hang on, I've got a black and white option on my camera, or I've got a black and white button on my software program. Why can't I just use those? Well, you can do, but what you'll end up with is something that looks a bit boring. So I'm going to show you a few techniques to create some more interesting black and white photos, which is on the basis of what used to be done with black and white film with colour filters on the front of the camera. What we're going to use is a tool called Channel Mixer. Now, Channel Mixer allows you to mix the different red, green and blue components of your photo. As you can see at the moment, my output channel for red is red, my output channel for green is green, and my output channel for blue is blue, and that's pretty normal. So what happens when you apply a normal black and white filter using your camera setting or the black and white button on your program? Well, it looks something like this. You'll see that the red, green and blue elements and the output channel of grey, which is what we're looking at now, are all equal. So it's mixed up red, green and blue equally to produce this image. And actually it's quite boring and quite flat. So there are things we can do to make things more interesting. If we switch back to the default there and switch it to monochrome so that everything goes just to a grey channel, at 100% red, so we're only looking at the red elements of our picture, you can see here that for particularly this particular photo, everything's quite white, it's quite overexposed in some respects, and that's because the lighting, the original lighting, was very red, it's very pink. If we now change this to be, I'll just get rid of that, green, so only looking at the green elements of our photo, it's a more even spread of greenness throughout the whole picture, but it's very dim. Now, green is actually one of those channels I use quite a lot in dance photography because it gives me that boost across the whole picture without really making it look contrasty or depending on the red or the blue lighting. So green is one of those channels that I use quite a lot to boost a general soft tone across skin tones in black and white photography. Looking now at a purely blue element, these are just the blue parts of the original picture. Something interesting comes out here. We can see that there's a direct blue light coming in from the left side, which produces these wonderful shadows on the right side of these subjects. So what I'm going to do is use this blue element as the basis of my photo. So I'm going to have my blue channel at 100%. I'm going to add a little bit of green in, which will fill in some of the gaps and provide an even coverage across the whole photo, and a little bit of red there to lift the background and some of the highlights. And as you can see there, that's a far more interesting photo than had I done a grayscale one, which would look like that. So just putting in my values again for my custom grayscale photo, you can see there that it is far more interesting to look at than the flat normal grayscale one that you have. So if you do want to do some black and white photos, take them in colour. Make sure you take everything in colour when you're taking photos straight on your camera. You can always deal with them later on, and then use the channel mixer, try and have some fun to work out the best combination of channels to make your black and white photo really stand out.